Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video where we are doing a gnome painting. This is a series of 8 holiday paintings. I got this inspiration from actually like holiday cookies and making ornaments. We were making ornaments with my family and we just had so much fun, and I was looking up like Christmas cookies on Pinterest and I was just really inspired by like the simplicity of it. So I have 8 that I will be doing, and I'll be posting one every single day here on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss a video. So these are all of them kind of like unfinished, and then we'll paint them throughout the next like 8 days. So I have a paper palette, and then these are all the colors that I'll be using for all of them, so I'm kind of like painting them all in one day. But I show you like how to draw them and how to mix the colors for every single painting. So each video is on its own, and I go into like a good amount of detail and real time with every single one. So this is the drawing for our gnome, and so on the left is the finished picture, so you can kind of see like what it's meant to look like at the end and how I draw it. And then I'm just drawing this with pencil and kind of like making it up as I go. And then the reference photos are just in the sketchbook that I showed you. I was kind of like playing around with different like sketches and drawings, and then this is what I came up with. So these are super simple shapes. You could use you could like make this pretty easily for like a Christmas card, like a handmade card or ornament. This is also, I would say, like pretty kid friendly, so you could make this with your kids. So it's just like really simple shapes and everything like that. So I'm just drawing it nose and then his little feet, and I really like the simplicity of this. I feel like it's just fun and anyone can do it. So these I think are 4x4 boards that I bought at Michael's. So here I'm going to show you how to mix up everything, and if you already have, like, if you bought like paint colors specifically for this, or if you know how to mix paints, and the actual painting starts at like 5:40 if you want to skip past the mixing process. So that gel, that clear whitish gel that I have in the middle, is a slow dry medium by Loft. You don't need it. It's just because I am making all of these colors and using a lot of the same colors for a lot of the same paintings, and I'm doing them all in one day so that my paints don't dry as I go throughout the day. So that blue is for our background. It's just blue, white, and some slow dry medium is what I mixed together. And I'm going to make a nice red for his outfit, and I'm taking some slow dry medium here too. It's probably too much, so if you're using slow dry medium, you definitely won't need that much. It can make your paints a little bit more transparent, so just a note, if you are using those, you really don't need them if you're just making one. But if you're making them all in one day and you wanted to, make sure your paints don't dry that quickly, I would definitely recommend. So making a deeper color here. So to darken this red, we're going to be adding green. And then just mixing it with my palette knife. I'm using the same palette knife and just kind of like wiping it off in between. So this is just for like some depth and some shadows when we go to like make his outfit and kind of like give him a little bit of value. And then it looks black on camera, but this is brown and some white. And I'm going to be making his skin tone. So I'm going to take a little bit of yellow too. I'm going to mix that all together. And then I kind of leave that dark shade and then go in with more yellow and more white and a little bit of orange. And I'm going to warm it up and make it a little bit lighter to make it like a little more like pinky and rosy. So I'm still lightening it up a little bit. I keep that shade that we just mixed up, and then I'm taking a little bit of it and then adding the white to it, so then we have two tones and we can make some highlights and add some value to his nose. So then I scrape these and put them down there, and then I mix it up later, but I totally forgot to mix up a color for his beard, but I add that in. I add the clip of me mixing in that gray for his beard in later in the video. And then this is just like a plain background. I cut a little bit of the video just because there was a glare. But yeah, you could just pause the video and paint the background blue. So I'm taking a round brush now for the red hat. For the background, I used a flat square brush. Whatever brushes I would say you have could work for this. You could easily use a square brush for this part or round. I like the round so I could get some of like the wavy parts like how I'm doing here. It's a little bit easier to kind of get in like those areas. And then I like the square flat brushes for the backgrounds because I feel like it makes the background a little bit more like straight, and you don't see the brush strokes as much, and you could just kind of do like horizontal and vertical lines, and you can kind of get a little bit better like coverage, I guess. So yeah, I'm just doing this hat here, and then this is the gray that I'd mentioned. We're gonna go into his beard. I'm working back to front on these paintings, so I do like the background first, and yeah, and then I do the gnome. So then I'm kind of using like the same thing. That gray was too dark, so I put some to the side, and then I'm just mixing straight white with what was left over on the palette. The paints that I'm using are the Liquitex basics that you see over here on the left. They're really, really nice. I like them. They're affordable and they're pretty high quality, and I got them all at Michael's, so definitely would recommend. I also like the Blick paints for their student line. I think those are nice as well for something like this. And then that gold paint, which I'm not going to be using here, but we'll be using in future videos, and it's so absolutely stunning. It's like Pebeo or Pebeo, P-E-B-E-O, and I got that on Amazon, and they're absolutely stunning. Would definitely recommend. I got that recommendation from another artist on YouTube, actually. Her name's Olga Sobi. She does fluid art, but yeah, I got that recommendation from her, and I absolutely love it, so I would definitely recommend that paint if you're looking for like a nice gold. But this is his gray beard, and this we're gonna do like kind of a base, and then I'm gonna go in with some white and just kind of like swirl it around and create some curly texture. And I go all the way up to his hat on the beard. And then we're going in with that deeper red that we'd mixed up, and we're gonna make his outfit a little bit darker. And then we'll also use this deep red to like add some value into the hat later. If your paints are too transparent, I would just give them about like 5 minutes or so to dry and then add another layer. So I go back into the hat because it's a little bit too transparent. But I would say these paintings are so much fun to make. I edited it down a little bit, as you could see, but I'm not speeding up any of the clips. But they were so much fun to make, and actually after I made all of these, I went ahead on my iPad and I drew them out, and I like made a little digital version, and I uploaded them to Redbubble. So if you like any of the designs, you could check them out on Redbubble. You could get a little sticker or coasters or something of these designs. So here we are adding the depth into the hat, and then I just kind of like blend it into the center. And we're almost done. These are really, really quick. They probably took me about 20 minutes to make, about 4 each, kind of like depending on the difficulty, but they're really all so simple and they don't take long at all. And yeah, so if you do try this painting at home, please feel free to tag me on Instagram or let me know in the comments below. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I love how it came out, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks everyone, and happy holidays.